Hello, it is April 2nd, 2016. I'm on the Morphed Integrated Microwave Imagery. I want to show you this unusual pattern of stuff that's happening right here. This is the date. It's saying April 3rd, but it's 11:21 where I'm at, so it's still April 2nd where I'm at over here, Central Standard Time. But let's get a closer look at what's happening right there. This is the actual timestamp of that movement. So the ending part shows, well, not there. It does show April 3rd. Okay, so let's look at the North Atlantic. And right in here, right at the end, see that? Right there. One more time. Notice the time up here and date. Okay. So the reason why I was looking at that is I was here on IntelliCast, and I was looking at the radar. Let me show you where I'm at. The radar over here on the eastern lower border of Canada. Now, let's move it back to here. Let's zoom in a little. It looks really weird to me. And I have to move it here. And I can't make this picture bigger. I apologize for that. Here you can see these lines from the radar coming out. This is so not clear. There's this weird radar shape right here, and then this round one right here. Let's get in a little closer to see how that pattern is, and then the square. Let's move it a little bit. You see some more of that circular thing there. A little bit more. But it's got some weird patterns in it. These strange lines here. There's more. This over here too looks like an orange crate. Orange. Okay, I'm going to stop this for just a minute and move to a different area. Okay, it was in here. This has these weird, right there, circular things that will show up. Now, and this control button is strange. How it's working for me. You know? Let's move it ahead a little. A little more. Oh, it's such a pain to try to find it with this thing. I know it's not back that far. Let's see if I can do it this way. Because I know you're going to find it fascinating once I get it on here. Okay, I'll stop it again. Okay, I found it. See these circles? Concentric circles that are showing up in the radar. And then there's also that strange box right there. And this is where it's at, right outside of Halifax. And there is this huge storm system going on here. Let's move back down. See that? Like, you know, when you throw a rock into the water or tree rings, something like that. That totally fascinated me. I'll move it back a little. See, it's not in there. And we'll move it ahead a little. There. Ta-da, it's in there. Let's see, does this have a timestamp there's the timestamp right there of right now. Let's move it ahead a little. Okay, let's make it move with this timestamp here. There, look at those. Did you see all of them? Let's do it again. Let's move back. See that? Those patterns don't normally show up in the radar like that. Look at that. Let's back it up. Go back in. Oops, that went in too far. There. See that? That doesn't normally show up in the radar. And then look at how this straight lines are showing up right there. Okay, I'll move it a little bit again. Come on. There. See that? It's like, what are they doing there in the atmosphere? Again. And then it goes away. And then farther down again, over here. Okay, let's move it and just let it move on its own. Done, done, done. It's got these different circular things, that patterns that show up in there, which is really bizarre. I don't know exactly where it's coming from. This is where it's happening at. And then the thing shows up. Okay, so let me back it out a little. Those circles are earthquakes in the last 24 hours. The red ones are the last 6 hours. Pretty big one here. 5.2 over here. Let's see, the storm system is heading toward, well, most of them have been heading toward Europe. This one looks like it's heading down toward Spain. But that is a very unusual pattern in the radar that I've seen once in a great while. I knew you would love it. Let's go back in there. There. It's showing up like that. I'm very fascinated. Okay, so I'm looking on Wonder Map, and I'm not seeing that same sort of pattern in the radar. But in case you're wondering what the weather looks like around that area, you can back it up out of there. This is the infrared pattern that's moving by there. This is where the radar is showing up weird right in there. Oh, come on. There we go. So it's right in there. You can see the radar underneath that. Green is the radar. And the storm system itself is really strange. It moved through, I live over in this area, and it moved through here earlier. And it would be like, all of a sudden it would be windy, and it would snow, and that lasted maybe 5 minutes, and then the sun would come out, and it would do it again, and that happened on and off all day today. It was really bizarre. So this is the radar we're looking at right in there. And then, as we move ahead, there's the satellite of that area. Now I also want to show you, this is a little further up from where I was looking at earlier. See these concentric circles here showing up in the radar? And then here's these lines. And some more lines and some more concentric circles. Strange lines. And this is in the lower eastern side of Canada, St. John's area. That one is very obvious. And you can see this looks like it's even raised right there. Okay, so what happens to these? This is the time and date here. Will it animate it? Sorry. And then all of a sudden, there it is. When it's in a loop, you do see the intense lines, and then right at the end of this loop, you can see there. Okay. There. That is amazing what that looks like. Okay, that's pretty dang amazing to me. So I'm gonna go up here under I want to see global, I want to see part of Canada. Okay, I couldn't get what I wanted on that last site, but I'm on El Dorado. This is where the radar looked really strange. Holyrood, Canada area. Now, as far as I know, I cannot get closer to this. And the time date stamp is on here. I left these rings here just so you can see how far out this goes. You can view it without the rings. Now, the only thing about this is I can't slow it down, as far as I know. I can see the radar lines, and if you look, it looks like some of the circles we saw, but not exactly, because it's just kind of blurry in here. I'm sure that that was done purposefully. I don't think Intellicast had a blurb, or a mistake, I mean. But there's a couple areas, like right in here, where it looks like that spot that looked like it was standing up to me. So I apologize about that, but excuse me, that is that. There's St. John's, in case you're wondering where we're at. Canada is what all this landmass is. This is the lower eastern side of it. Okay, I'm still in El Dorado, and I can't zoom in here. But look at right here. I'm at the European radar. Look at right in here. You'll see those same concentric circles showing up right there. See that? And then over here, there's some strange patterns. Excuse me. See that? And it just like comes and goes. These weird patterns, see? And this is also a strange circle over here. A lot of weirdness in the radar in Europe also. Oh, this site is one of my favorites that I just come across. Look at this. UNH Freenet. This is in Europe. Denmark's right here. See these circles right here? See these lines coming out of the radar here? And then we have over here strange curves. And it just sort of pops in and out in a totally weird way. And then there's like this square or angular thing right here within the radar. I'm running out of time, so I'm trying to hurry. And then this odd block in France. So I'm going to back it up so you can see that. Oh, almost out of time. Happy.